Hello, and welcome to a brief introduction to Sage Paperless Construction for Sage 100 Contractor. Today, we're going to go through this module in a brief overview of how it can help you store all of your different document types for quick retrieval, as well as your accounts payable, allowing you to put in your invoices for routing and approval, get them fully approved, and sent right back into your Sage 100 Contractor database. First thing, we can scan in any document, whether it's coming from paper or if it's coming in through email and being dragged in the system and stored within our AP Flow screen. This screen will allow you to see all the invoices that need to be entered in and allow you to do so. So your processor can come in and put in your vendor that they're coming in, the particular invoice number that we're working on, 31692. And enter in all the descriptions and all the different pieces that are going with this. We're going to say Barth in this particular case, and it's going to our job of Williams Post Office. Enter in all the different bits, such as the due dates and total amounts of your invoices to get this going through here. We're just going to go ahead and put in that $29,000 and enter in our lines. Now, if this is all going to one single line, we can do that, or have multiple lines of distribution going to different jobs, different cost codes, and different phases. We use all the same rules that apply in Sage 100 Contractor, so you're never in a position where you're not going to be able to see your current budget or where it stands or access something you shouldn't have access to. Once we code everything in through the system here, then we can automatically route it over for approval in the system. Let's go ahead and pick an appropriate GL account, and we're going to go ahead and put all this dollars into this one single line here and route it. Oh, it's telling me that my lines don't match, and that's a check and balance there. I meant to put in under unit cost. I should probably put one single unit to match up with that. You will always catch if there's any mistakes in the system. We route through, and this will pick up that this is going to Andy as my primary project manager for this job for approval, and it's also going to go to myself as I've set up a secondary routing and approval for any invoice over $10,000. They send off for routing, and at that point, your people who are handling all your invoices can access it. Throughout here, you can get into anyone's inbox who you have security access to go to. This is very helpful for if you have anyone who's on sick leave or is on vacation and won't be able to have access to their database. I can come in here and access it for them and approve things for them, assuming that security has been given to me to do so. However, Andy should be coming in to log into his work, take a look at all of his different documents for approval, including the one I just sent over to him. He can verify the invoice to the job, to the cost code, and change it if necessary, and give him all the different options to approve, reject, put on hold, reroute it to someone else, or see related documents. Perhaps this was a purchase order that had POs that would come up or receiving tickets. He approves it, it brings him to his next invoice. And we will let your project managers know or your people for review that they have documents out in the system that they have to take care of by way of an email that was sent off on a scheduled basis for them. We also have reports to make sure that everyone's being taken up on their job, as well as an invoice manager screen where you can come in and look at everything that's been pending status or approved and sort by different dollar amounts or when they're due so we can get things taken care of quickly and easily. Everything's then exported right back into your Sage 100 Contractor database to the point where you can access your AP in here and see all the different invoices that have come through. So in a case of into vendors, I meant to go into invoices. So in the case of an invoice where I pulled it through and I want to see this, I can also come in here and right from the attachments in Sage 100 Contractor, I can pull up related documents. These related documents will come up, and I can see any piece that goes along with it, such as if I'm looking at a particular vendor, like 100 here, and I want to see every document that goes along with vendor 100. Here I can see all the different invoices, a certificate of insurance, and a subcontract that I put to this particular vendor. Same thing can be done in jobs, cost codes, anywhere where there is a attachment icon with a paperclip, you can pull in and see those related documents. But we can also search directly in Paperless as well if you need to get some very specific information. Perhaps I'm looking to see all of my documents that are in the system. I can run for the whole thing. Or I can say, show me all my AP invoices for a particular vendor and job. So maybe vendor 100 and job number. Let's say this person here, Northwest Food Warehouse. We do the search and it narrows down to those particulars. But as you can also see on the screen here, we're not limited to accounts payable. We can do human resource documents such as 401ks, vacation request forms, new hire pamphlets. We can do payroll, store in direct deposit statements or W-4s, W-2s. All this information can be stored and set security on an individual basis so people will only see the documents that they should have access to. Everything's quickly retrievable through here, and we can also route for approval any of these other documents as well. So if you do have any questions on Sage Paperless Construction or would like to see a more in-depth demo of this, please call 800-858-7095, and we'll be able to get you that information.